Hey guys, so I really don't have a recipe for my baked tortellini, so I'm going to give you a quick lesson. It's very easy. I went ahead and did some steps beforehand, so this video's short. You want to start out with about 4 or 5 cups of your favorite pasta sauce. This was some sauce that I already had made and in the freezer. So I didn't have to make this ahead of time. You can use a couple of jars of your favorite store brand sauce. Make sure you buy a good brand. Maybe doctor it up a little bit, some fresh garlic, basil, oregano, or something like that, because this is the main taste. So I've got about 4 cups of pasta sauce here. That's cooled. It's already been cooked. It's just sitting there cooled. What we're going to do is we're going to add 1 pound of Italian sausage. You can use spicy, mild, sweet, whatever your preference is. So I went ahead and did this ahead. You want to brown this really well. So we're going to go on and put that right in our sauce, like that. I also cooked up 1 small onion and 1 large zucchini. As you can see here, I sauteed that. I cut it like that. I don't know if you can see that, but like that. I sauteed this at salt and pepper and a lot of oregano. You want to really make it flavorful, and it's going to add to the sauce mix. Again, this is 1 small onion and 1 large zucchini. We're going to put that in there. Also, what I'd like to do is, after I sauteed or browned my sausage, I put the onion and zucchini right in the same pan that I cooked this in, right in the grease. I add just a little bit more virgin olive oil to that, and that just helps with the flavor. I've got, I don't know how much mushrooms this is. This has been cleaned and rinsed and dried, but it's a bunch. It's a whole, it's a lot. These are already cut like this. I bought them cut, so I didn't have to cut them. And I know it looks like a lot, but these cook down, as you know, mushrooms, just cook down, and they'll just cook down. So here we have some chicken broth. What you want to do is you want to make your mixture, your sauce mixture, a little bit runny, and I'll explain why later. So we're going to add, I don't know, maybe that's a cup or so of chicken broth. You're going to also take some heavy cream. You're going to add probably a cup of that. And you can experiment a little bit with this and make it your own. Here I have some grated Parmesan. You can use some Romano, whatever you have handy. We're going to do maybe a cup and a half of that. You can use 2 cups. It's really doesn't matter. Again, you just want to play with this, make the recipe your own. I'm just kind of giving you the basics. So you're going to toss this. Just get it kind of all tossed around and mixed together. And see, it already looks good and it's not even cooked yet. Toss that around, get it mixed very well. Meanwhile, I don't know if you can see, but I've preheated the oven to 300, and that's ready to go. Also, I've taken a jumbo bag of spinach. I've just sauteed that with some extra virgin olive oil and a little bit of garlic powder, salt and pepper. You want to put that in there too. You want to toss that in. This already smells really, really good. You're going to toss all that around, kind of mix it really well until it's all mixed. That in there. Okay, so basically this is ready for the oven. You're going to cover it with foil. You're gonna put it in the oven for about an hour, hour and a half. You want this to start bubbling. You want the mushrooms to cook. You want the zucchini to cook, because those are the two biggest things in there. And you want to make them basically fork tender. So it takes about an hour, hour and a half to get done. And I can see this is just a little bit too thick still, so we're going to add a little bit more chicken broth, maybe another cup. I really do this by sight for the most part. We're going to mix that up a little bit. And the reason why you want it a little bit runny is because you're going to take this out in about an hour and a half. You're going to add a family size tortellini. I'm using the cheese. They have chicken. They have a couple different kinds. I like the cheese with this particular meal. Make sure you buy a good brand if you're not making the tortellini yourself. You don't want to skimp. You want to make sure you have the good stuff. So this is a little bit runny because when I take it out in an hour and a half, I'm going to toss this in, fold it in. I'm also going to fold in some regatta cheese, probably a couple of cups of regatta. Toss these both in about an hour and a half when you take this out of the oven. Toss it in real good. You're going to put this back in the oven after you toss it for another hour. You're going to put the foil back on it, bake it for another hour. It'll be delicious and beautiful. If you want to save a little bit of the regatta to the end when you take this out of the oven and you're ready to serve it, or just before you're ready to serve it, and just dab a little bit on the top, it just really makes it look pretty, and your guests will, really think you fussed over it. And you kind of did, but it's not that difficult. So I hope that helps. Again, play with your recipe. You can take out the mushrooms if you don't like mushrooms. You can take out the zucchini if you don't like zucchini, and just add a little more of the other. But basically that's it. It's not that hard. It looks beautiful when you take it out of the oven. Everybody loves it. This is a real crowd pleaser. And that's it. So good luck, give it a shot, and talk to you later. Bye.